That's my full names. And I'm from Zetech University, Mangu campus, pursuing education, arts. Combination is mathematics and geography. And I come from Kisumu County. I'm a Luo. And my hometown, Kisumu County is where I live, but my hometown again is in Siaya. So I'm running for the presidential seat this year. This is my first year in zetech University, second semester. So I'm really requesting for your votes, and I'm really requesting that during the campaigns you just maintain peace and you just make sure that you really behave yourself in good manners and make these elections to be the most peaceful elections, and make this election to be the light to Kenya, so that when the Kenyan election is being done, they reflect on the zetech University elections.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Aya, vipi wadau, leo tumepatana na Mheshimiwa Amon. Mheshimiwa kwaje lakini?
Mimi niko salama, niko poa. Na vile ambavyo tunajua sote, nawania ile kiti ya urais hapa shule kikuu ya
Zetech University.
Naam.
Thank you Mheshimiwa. Ningependa kuuliza swali moja. How did you know that you are talented in politics, and specifically where this idea came from, and ni nani amekuwa akikuambia you are talented, ama nani mwelekezi wako?
Naam. Hii kipaji ama hii talanta ya kuwa mwanasiasa ama kukuwa yule anayeongoza kiongozi, mimi sana that idea came into my mind when I came to look at the politics of the country, specifically for Kenya, and I get to the point of comparing the politics of Kenya and for the US. And for me, I got the difference that in US, people are not going for looks, people are not going for money, people are not, it's different. They are going for ideas. What is the politician having? And there I learned of one thing, that there is a difference between a politician and a leader.
Yeah.
Like the main distinction between the Kenyan politics and the US politics that I found was that in Kenya here we have dealers. They're not leaders. Like we find out that some people, after getting into power, they will be the ones who will be signing tenders, and they will just be signing tenders to their companies.
Yeah.
Or in favor. That is where the idea of dealers comes in. So this mindset of becoming a politician and becoming a leader, it came to me when I gained the interest of this comparison. So the moment I decided to compare this politics of Kenya and the US, that is when I decided that I want to be a leader. And this happened to me in the 2017 general elections, specifically for the presidency. Yeah, so that is when I looked at what is wrong with Kenya. Why is it that it's only in Kenya where there is post-election violence?
Yeah.
And why is it not that in US there is post-election violence? So that was the starting point that I came to start looking at why. The question why is this happening here, and why is this not happening here? So when I came with the idea of why, that is when I came up with possible solutions. And the possible solutions, I decided to evaluate them, to start doing them to the public. That is when I was in high school. In high school, that is, in primary, I never got the opportunity to be a prefect or to be a leader. And this was because I thought it was a very big task. You know, in primary, the work of the prefect is just to take people to the teacher.
Yeah.
In primary, people do not know how to execute the leadership skills. But in high school, when I joined Form 1,
Yeah.
in Form 1, we came to an election in the start of the term 1. And no one had no idea of who is who. Like, everybody wanted to be the prefect, but no one knew that this person has the leadership skill. This person has the leadership skill. So, for me,
Yeah.
I went for that seat, having the ambition to change the leadership of Viga High School. I went to Viga Friends High School. Now, in Viga Friends High
You
School...
schooled at Viga?
Yeah, that is where I learned from Form 1 to
Oh.
Form 4. Now, at Viga High School, one thing that I really wondered, and I kept wondering, when I was a prefect, when I became a prefect in Form 1, was that the prefects were just beating up people, messing up with people. People were just going for the suspensions, people were being expelled, and this was not a good thing to me, because when you lead to an expulsion of one person, it's like you've closed the door to the success.
Yeah.
As it is said that education is the backbone of a country. When you destroy education, that means, now for instance, when people steal KCC exams, they will pass, they will get A's, they will get B's. Now these people who have stolen the exam, when they get to the university, somebody is called for medicine.
Yeah.
He stole the exam, he got an A. He gets to the university, he again steals the exam and passes the exams.
Yeah.
Then he is being employed as a doctor.
Yeah.
What will happen in that hospital? People will continually die. Patients die on the hands of these doctors.
Yeah, exactly.
So, for me, in Form 1, I ran for the seat of prefect, and good luck, I got the seat. They voted me in. Now, when I became the president, the class prefect, I was so friendly to the students until our class teacher was like, Amon, you are not a good leader. Amon, you are not a good leader. And one thing that made our teacher do this was the other prefects, they were working. Their working was different from mine. They used to take people to the teacher, but me, I used to talk one-on-one.
Because you have leadership skills.
Yeah. I used to go, when somebody's making noise, I will tell him, keep quiet. If he exceeds, I will go to him and ask that, if you are the prefect, what could you do if someone is making noise and you are consistently telling him to stop doing so? And that brought the idea of dilemma to the mind of that person, that enyewe hivi si poa. And mostly our class during the prep time, people were reading. It was a quiet class, and this made our class to top up in the stream ranking for Form 1. And when I got to Form 1, second term, in the middle of the term, something very good really happened to me. That I went and ran for the seat of deputy clubs and societies prefect.
Yeah.
When I went there, I was chosen and I became the prefect deputy for the clubs and societies, and that really made me be encouraged. And I said, one day I will have to be the president of Viga High School, the head boy. Later in Form 3,
yes,
I went for the seat of president, the head boy for Viga High School. And luckily, I failed in the race, and I was number 2.
Yeah.
When I was number 2 in the race, it was a demotivating factor, and I really felt the pain of being a loser.
Yeah.
Now, when I felt the pain of being a loser, I went back to my drawing board and said, the next time I will be going for any seat, then I will not desire to be a loser. I went and corrected my mistakes. Luckily, being the second in the race of the head boy in the school, I was given the deputy. I was made the deputy for the head boy.
Yeah.
So being made the deputy, working with your opposition, was a very great challenge. And when we used to work with him, there's this thing that used to happen between us, that he's having his own way of dealing with people, I'm having my own way. And this really made it hard to manage. And in Form 4, I wasn't anything, I wasn't a prefect. And now I'm at Zetech University, really wishing to be the president at first year.
Okay, Mr. Amon.
Yeah.
Why do you want to become the president of zetech University?
Now, the reasons why I want to become the president of zetech University is to show up the leadership skills that I really believe I have. Is to make people know that it can happen, inawezekana. Just as the Azimio people say, inawezekana. So, the one thing that I really want to make here in zetech University, I want to change the motive of the university. The university is a higher institution learning, and most people outside there normally think that the university is not, life is there is no studying, but for me, I want to be the president so that I make people turn up their mindset to bring up the university to be a learning institution as it was before. Yeah, and then the second thing, the reason why I want to be the president is to make people, I want to be a motivating factor to people. I want people to say, if Amon became the president of zetech University at first year, then what about me, who I want to be the doctor? I can pursue this course and become the doctor.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, so I want, like for me now, I'm always looking at the president, the current president of Kenya, that is President William Samoei Ruto. I always say that if Ruto became the president, people keep talking about the son of nobody becoming the president. That is Ruto.
Yeah.
The thing that made this thing come up, that the son of nobody, is because Ruto was not coming from a royal family like Raila Amolo Odinga, like Uhuru Kenyatta. Uhuru Kenyatta, we know the father was the first president. Raila Amolo Odinga, the father was the first prime minister. So William Ruto comes up from nowhere.
Yeah.
Ajani he began, and now he's the president of Kenya. Not being the son to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alafu mheshimiwa, nikuulize hii safari ya politics ni wapi kiwango fulani ungependa kufika katika hii maisha?
Naam. Where I want to end up is I want to one day I want to be a political analyst.
Yeah.
I want to be one person who can really understand how the politics is coming up and how the politics game is played. And one way to know how the game is played, I have to join the game.
Yeah.
And me joining the game, I want to start by being the president of zetech. Then later, I would like to be, the highest seat I would like to be is becoming a governor.
Oh,
Yeah.
that is good.
Another question.
Yeah.
What do you expect from me as the president?
Oh, what is expected of me?
We as students.
Now, I have my agenda, and I have very many things about changing zetech University. What, a school functions only if 3 people, there is the transmission media. Now there is communication between the students, the lecturers, and the parents. If one is not there, then the school doesn't exist. And now we find ourselves being in a dilemma that we were called, we applied for zetech University, and now we are in zetech University. We can't quit.
Yeah.
And the one of the things that is expected from me, my agenda is that one of them is people are really struggling to adapt to the food outside the school and to the food prices in the cafeteria. Number one thing, I will negotiate with the school to lower the prices of the cafeteria.
Amazing.
Yeah, I will tell them that we are students. We need this and this and this, and I would like to tell them to at least make it very comfortable. And then the second thing I would like to talk to the school about is the internet connection around the school, the Wi-Fi's. I would like to tell the school that we are struggling, since when we are in class we can't access the internet connection to even mark the attendance. So I will tell the school to assist us in that. Then the next thing I will tell the school to help us do is the issue of dressing code. The issue of dressing code. Each and every person has his or her ways, her desires, ways of dressing. Like for me, I prefer being in official wear. For someone, it may be casual. For another person. Now, when we talk about official wear, there is this person who likes fitting.
Yeah.
And there is this person who likes baggy clothes.
Yeah.
So you can't drive the interest, what someone feels is good for him or her. You can't deny him that opportunity. Being denied the freedom of dressing is like being denied the freedom of expression.
Yeah.
So, like the issue of wearing closed shoes, most of us, like what is being encouraged by the World Health Organization is wearing open shoes.
Yeah.
Because of the growth of bacteria in the foot, growth of fungi in the foot, and we know they are very harmful, the bacteria. So being in a closed shoes all the time in school, it's not a good idea, and denying us the opportunity of some people like making their hair grow more afro. Yeah. And some people like them when they are down. So we can't be denied that opportunity.
Like the artist.
Yeah. Someone desires to be like Diamond, meaning he has to make the dread. So when I decide to be like Diamond Platinumz, the musician, and I'm denied the opportunity to be like him, it's a very bad idea.
Yeah. Alafu mheshimiwa, ningependa kuuliza swali lingine. Ni nani amekuwa mwelekezi wako katika hii safari ya siasa?
None.
Wa politicians.
In this politics, one person, there are very many people who normally encourage me. There are very many people who, when I look at them, I really say I can. And the very first person is WSR, William Samoei Ruto.
Yeah.
More so when he talks of a son of nobody,
Yeah.
becoming the president.
Yeah.
He normally motivates me.
Yeah.
Then the second person is Raila Amolo Odinga. This is one person who will fight for the democracy of the people, who will ensure that people are enjoying their rights. This is one person that he will push until it becomes. He will push until it happens.
Yeah.
Then the third person that really motivates me is Moi. Moi, he was just a teacher and he became the president. And being a teacher to a president,
It's a very great step.
it's a very great step. So those are three people who really motivates me.
Wow. Mheshimiwa, tumeshukuru sana. Ningependa sana uambie watu wa zetech wajitokeze, wapige kura na waelekeze jinsi wanavyofaa kufanya, ndo to make sure tumepata the next president is Amon.
Okelo.
Yeah. So kwa watu wa zetech, mimi naomba kura zenyu, kwa kuwa mimi nikiwa pale kama kiongozi mkuu, kama rais, nitafanya bidii na nita make sure kuwa sote tumepata haki na sote tumetoka hapa zetech na ile future ambayo tuna invent sahi kwa sasa. So as Okelo Amon Ogada, I'm really requesting for your votes, dear students, and I really wish to be the president. I'm really requesting for your votes and for your support in any way. And for you students, I really need you to be peaceful. I really need you to conduct yourself in a very great way, in a very greater way, in the best way ever. So coming February, when the election will be held, I will be having my delegate team. I will be having them, and I will be having my executive team. So for this delegate team, these are the people who will be electing the president. The president is being elected by the delegate system. So I will be having my delegate team, and for me to be the president, I really need your votes to these delegates, and these delegates voting for me.
Yeah.
So you as the students, I really request that my delegate team, you really support them so that they support me. And to my executive, again, the delegates, I really request that you make sure that your votes are on my side. And thank you in advance. Thank you.
Aya, tumeshukuru sana mheshimiwa. Yeah.
Thank you for watching Okelo TV. Like, subscribe and comment. Let's meet next time.